us can find a cure fast enough. By using your voice and becoming an advocate for JDRF, you can help find a cure faster. For every dollar that JDRF donates to research, Congress, the federal government, donates 3 to 4. That's right, 3 to 4 for every dollar that JDRF raises. That's a lot of money. $433 million is what the federal government donates just towards type 1 diabetes research. We as advocates need to make sure that we continue to get those funds every year. So please come see me and others over at the advocacy table to become an advocate today. It's simple. Anybody want to become one right now? Woohoo! Let's get out your cell phones. All right, everybody got their phones out? All right, let's text 37420. Enter that number in your phones. You got it? 7420. That's 37420. And then I want you to type in the word action. ACTION. Bingo! You are an advocate. It's simple. That means that JDRF is going to send you 3 to 5 emails per year. And with a simple email, all you have to do is press send. You will help to ensure that we continue to get diabetes research funding and cure this disease once and for all. So thank you.
What do you type in action?
All right, I'm almost done. Now I'd like to introduce a very, very special guest that we are so honored to have here today. I'd like to introduce the Maine 2013 Children's Congress delegate, Quinn Ferguson. Quinn was chosen as one delegates throughout the United States to represent the state of Maine before Congress this past July. But Quinn not only represented Maine, but he represented all of the delegates and everyone suffering from type 1 diabetes when he was chosen to testify before Congress. He was the only child to testify. So we are very thrilled to have Quinn today, and we are very proud of you, Quinn. Thank you.
Thanks. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go down to Congress and testify in front of the Aging Committee, and I urge anyone that wants to do it, and I will be glad to talk to anyone who wants to get involved. And I don't have much more to say.
For both of us to go down to Washington with my hero. This kid is one of my heroes for what he goes through every day, and it was an amazing thing to be able to meet all these kids who were really special people. One of the kids that we met down there was just 10 years old, but he was so full of personality. He had the whole group laughing again and again. And I think young and old, anybody that's interested in going to Congress, you guys should really take this opportunity and to try to apply for Children's Congress and come with us, come with Caroline and I and Quinn and meet with our representatives and make a difference. Every little bit counts, and putting a face on this is important. Introduce. Christina asked me if I would also introduce somebody that's been very special to us. When Quinn was diagnosed with type 1, I know all of you guys remember those early days as parents, and we really needed some help, and this guy stepped forward and told me that he was type 1, and I never knew it up till that point. He was fairly quiet about it, but what he shared with me helped keep me going and helped keep my son going, and what he ended up doing, with his own life has been a pretty amazing thing, and he's been a very special person to us, and I would like to, it makes me very proud to introduce Paul Janus from WMTW. good friend and my mentor.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Quinn. Okay. Hey, what are you guys talking about over there in the corner? Pay attention up here. We're here. What's going on over there? Don't make me use the horn. As you can see, we've got a beautiful day for a walk. We've got a light and variable wind, a few high cirrostratus, and it looks like we'll see temperatures probably right around 68 degrees right through the afternoon. So, next couple of hours, temps between 60 and 65. That is good. So why am I here? Well, I'm here because I'm in support of everyone with the fight to cure type 1 diabetes. I am a local person. I am a Mainer, a New Englander. I work amongst all of you every day. I'm not only a meteorologist at WMTW, but I'm also a meteorologist from Maine Public Broadcasting. So if you don't know me from television, you might have heard me on the radio. Now I see a lot of you here with all sorts of different devices. I've been a type 1 diabetic for... Anybody have an idea how long I've been a type 1 diabetic for? Put it this way, I'll be 37 in December. Close. 31 years. It'll be 31 years this December that I was diagnosed. And that whole year of 1983 was very, very scary. Very scary. A lot of different things came about. They had glucose test strips first hit the market, so you didn't have to boil down your pee to test your blood glucose, which was a delayed chemistry experiment. So I never had to do that. I lucked out. Artificial sweeteners came on the market, NutraSweet, saccharin, those things started to hit the market, so that was a good thing. It was kind of a blessing. So over the course of my lifetime, up until last September, I had 96,000 finger pricks and about 120,000 injections over the course of 30 years. And I said, all right, what am I going to do about this? So Mark mentioned that that I inspired him to stay strong and be strong about Quinn and his condition. Now, I didn't talk about my diabetes for many years. In fact, a lot of you guys that are in school, raise your hand if you're here supporting a friend. Ooh, still.
Raise your hand. You were here supporting a friend.
All right, this will fix it. Raise your hand if you are here supporting a friend from school with type 1 diabetes. Raise your hand. Everyone should be raising a hand. You should know somebody in school. Now, for about 29 years, I was in the closet. I didn't tell anybody because I had a target on my back. A lot of, you know, I had to take injections. There weren't these fancy things called Omnipods that I can just put on and take off in 3 days and then put another one on my arm, on my hip, my stomach. Continuous glucose monitoring device right here. Awesome. A very good thing. Dexcom G4 is one of the best things I've ever seen in the world. It's a very, very, very cool device. So, with all the things I've said, 29 years of not telling anybody. Like, 'cause a lot of I had like maybe 1 or 2 close school friends that actually knew about my condition. People were misinformed. They were not educated the right way. Maybe miseducated. Maybe just nobody ever thought to educate and have some outreach about type 1 diabetes. I lucked out that my family has a medical background from Mass General, from Joslin Diabetes Clinic, nurses, doctors, endocrinologists. So I had a very good base growing up, and I've had no implications of my condition over the last 31 years, which is a blessing. It's a great thing. And I continue to do that, keep healthy, eat healthy, and also educate people about nutrition and also exercise. I run 20 miles a week, I hike 5 miles a week, and I'm also not only now an advocate, but I realized that I had an immense amount of power being on radio and television, that I reached a whole audience. So who cares if I was type 1 diabetic? Because I see everybody here who's got friends that aren't even type 1. They're here in support of you, to help find a cure for this thing. It's a monster. It's probably one of the most misunderstood conditions out there. It is. It's very misunderstood. A lot of people don't know the difference between type 1 and type 2. It is a sugar disease, but there are very big differences in how you calculate how it's caused and what causes it, if we know what the causes are for type 1. So, there is cures out there. They are being worked on. There's a lot of people in the science community that have been working tirelessly on this whole project. The money that we are raising here today is going towards a very good cause. Now, who here knows somebody with cancer? Or has had cancer? Okay? Who knows somebody that has other types of disease? Heart disease, kidney disease, eye disease, neuromuscular disease, all that stuff. Those diseases aren't singled out when diabetes is also being worked on for a cure. All the same instrumentation, all the same laboratory practices that go across the board, developments in stem cell technology, developments in slow-release insulin technology. A lot of these things came about because of serendipitous acts, accidental discoveries. So, whether it be a cure for muscular dystrophy or for a type of cancer, some of that research also gets kicked back towards other scientific projects like the cure for type 1 diabetes. So, looks like we have a beautiful day underway. We still have a couple more things to go through here. I'd like to toss it over to a friend. Shelly, come on over here. Oh, I'll bring it to you? All right, I'll jump up. I'm not going to do a flip. I'm done doing that. I'm almost 40. So.